Our Computex coverage is made possible thanks to the following sponsors. Show them some love for helping us get here to Taipei. So the InWin H-Tower is probably one of those cases on the entire shore floor at Computex that turned the most heads. I mean, look at that thing, integrating this floating panel design with this armor look to it. This is the InWin signature chassis for, wait for it, $2,500. Of course, let's be realistic about the functionality of something like this for a normal consumer, but for a system showcase an awesome mech style chassis, the H-Tower suits the bill. There's an app that controls the reveal of the motherboard, and this mechanized approach is certainly unique as the 3 levels of panels move away to make clearance for the rising motherboard. The sample they had on display moved without any hiccups, and while not completely smooth, I think that's something they can iron out for the final production. And one cool thing are these lasers positioned on each side of the case, and they shine an outline on the surface, thus creating this sort of safety perimeter, allowing you to be sure that nothing will obstruct the mechanized execution. What they will be doing with the final release is sensors on the inside of the frame for safety purposes in case your cat or dog gets inside or the button is pressed while you work inside the case. Wouldn't want to lose any fingers. Also, when was the last time you needed a separate power supply for the case alone? Now, as for hardware itself, you have an eATX motherboard mount, hidden SSD and HD brackets, triple fan bracket at the top of the case, and full RGB lighting that will look awesome as light leaks through all the floating panels. And there's also an ROG version with red LEDs and sort of this red scheme for ASUS themed builds. Now, you may be wondering, how can InWin afford to do such risky signature cases? And that's because they have the factory in Taipei. It's very local, so any tooling or redesign is done in-house. And so the H-Tower is one unique piece of art case, so hit that like button if you want InWin to send us one for proper Hardware Canucks treatment.